All right, kids, I was gonna wait till Monday to post a couple videos, but bullshit has clearly hit the fan this weekend, so we gotta talk now. Huh! It's a Hot Topics edition with Matty Rants. I mean, where do we start? With Nicki Minaj and Cardi B having a fight, altercation, a shoe being thrown across a darkly lit room of angry people in expensive couture. Well, Cardi B did look good. I'm gonna go ahead and say that before she got that knot on her face. She looked good. She actually still looked good with the knot on her face. Let's be real about it. But the altercation happened. Cardi B ran up. Let's get that straight. In case the girls always wondered if Cardi was about that life, like you haven't seen Love and Hip Hop. She ran up. Girl, what's good? And I mean, started to go in. Security jumped in, of course. Nicki Minaj stayed in the back, was bumping gums. Still, I was like, what? Cardi got elbowed in the face. Cardi got escorted out, dress ripped, missing a shoe. She threw a shoe and missed. I was like, girl, you didn't miss on Love and Hip Hop. You hit that girl right in the chest. She missed Nicki Minaj. And she was escorted out, and she wasn't sad or, you know, had an angry face. She was kind of like, okay, I'll see her. I'm not done with her yet. I'm not done with her yet. But Nicki Minaj left there like, oh, yeah. Oh, it's Avery. Oh, it looked good. Oh. Now, my Facebook page has been completely bombarded, and this is my personal page, with people giving their opinions on this matter, saying Nicki Minaj is a true queen. She didn't fight. Cardi B is ghetto and trash and all that type of stuff. Like, they're really going there. My issue with that, to the barbs, and I know that's your girl. Let's keep it real though. Let's keep it real. Let's say Nicki had fought. Let's say Nicki was the one that ran up on Cardi. Would y'all still have that same opinion? You would. You would still be calling her queen. You would actually be praising her because she beat that ass and you said now she's about that life. Real talk. Y'all would have been happy for that. But this morning it turned into only a true queen sits back and doesn't let things happen. But a true queen never has to get on Twitter and talk shit either. A true queen doesn't need to go off on other people because they're mad that someone had better sales based on t-shirts and stuff. She didn't have to even say all that. Let's keep it G. Let's really keep it there. Nicki didn't even have to say all that stuff. Everybody could have just put that together themselves. And then we would have been like, girl, you still did well. She still did good. But all we got from that was, I'm angry, I'm not number one. Now, I'm not a hater of Nicki Minaj for the individual in my comment section already typing that. I actually am a fan of some of her stuff, but lately I've been falling off of that bandwagon, just like Azalea Banks, because I can't take every time I get on social media, you're mad and you're going off on somebody. I was actually cool when you weren't saying shit and we were just pretending like your album was gonna come out any month now. But now it's this whole other thing. And let's be real, I didn't really care for the Queen album. I'm just gonna be real with you. There was maybe a couple of good songs. The song she did with Foxy Brown, Coco Chanel. Ooh, Nick, that could have just been you, because I don't know what Foxy was doing on there, but it was, and I was like, This is not about the Queen album. This is about this fight. I want y'all to really take it in how everyone immediately is praising Cardi for fighting Nicki, which I'm like, that shouldn't be acceptable in the first place. At the same time, though, Cardi then makes a statement later stating that Nicki has been talking about me for way too long. We talked about it once, we talked about it twice, in person, and she caught the plea deal. But then now, she's still bumping her gums, and she brought her child into this, and Cardi's just had enough. Apparently, Nicki's been blocking her blessings, etc. Nicki said the same thing about Cardi, that they're blocking each other's blessings. Like I told this young man who was clearly a Barb fan on my Facebook page trying to come for me saying that I condone violence when I don't. Sir, and everybody else, they're both wrong. They both were going back and forth. We don't know what happened in the industry because we're not in there. That Nicki really did block all of Cardi's shit and Cardi blocked all the Nicki stuff. This is all hearsay. However, it's plausible that all that is true. I don't know what y'all think of this fight. I'm currently just like gagged this kind of happened. I mean, I'm not gagged. Like, I really saw this happening, and honestly, I saw Cardi running up on her a long time ago. I'm just gonna be real with you. Nicki does not give me the run-up queen, and not because she's a queen. It's just Nicki don't give me run-up. Nicki gives me, I got a good mouth, and I can talk some mean shit. But after that, don't come with me for the physical. We keep it at words, keep it at words. But I just don't see Nicki popping nobody. I can't see her physically hitting somebody. There's too much weight distribution below for her to hit somebody from a top. Like, kick? Yeah, she could probably kick. Well, no, Because I know them knees be hard on the bend for her. I've seen that for every award show she be performing at. I'ma stop. But yeah, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into an altercation. That was not a fight, that was an altercation. Nicki walked out smiling, Cardi left with a knot, and there you have it. But then another rumor came up that I want to talk about too real quick. So, who else saw the article about Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans fighting at Diddy's party? Okay, now that was funny. That was not, I mean, it's not funny, people fighting, it's never funny. But it was funny because it's Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans. It's like the current girls, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B fighting, and then we're gonna do a throwback Thursday on this shit and have flashback Friday for real, for Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans fighting. And honestly, y'all, if that is true, because now it's being said that it's not a true story, and a couple of the articles that were put out there are being, you know, debunked, and they're saying that did not happen, that is completely false, but then they're giving the history of why they would not like each other. Y'all need to look that up. I was skimming through it and I was just like, okay, I can see it, but they just give me too mature for that. You know, Mary's gone through a lot already, especially with the divorce that she was dealing with and that little bastard and everything he was trying to do to her. And Faith Evans is with Stevie J, and that's a lot of work already in itself. I mean, let's really let that sink in. Faith Evans is with Stevie J. Biggie's ex is with Stevie J. No, no. But to be honest with you, as much as I love Faith Evans, we've all seen Mary J. Blige dance, and if that is a good indicator of her bobbing and weaving skills, Mary J. Blige would beat the piss out of Faith. But then again, Faith is about that. Have faith in faith. Anybody's name is about faith, prayer, the gospel, or some sort of blessing, I always know they can fight. Oh, what a Saturday. The last thing I want to get on here is I saw an article about George Zimmerman calling out Beyonce and Jay-Z. And you know, I'm sure all the right-wing people are very excited about that, you know, because they're so pro-black. George Zimmerman basically is upset about Jay-Z and Beyonce on the Trayvon Martin documentary. And he feels some kind of way about it because, you know, it's going to portray him as who he really is. A terrible human being, a monster, a child killer, a racist, and all of the things that we have been able to see fully in front of us this entire time. Every time he is in the news for anything. Clear indications this man is a hateful person. George is mad about Beyonce and Jay-Z making a documentary. It's like, really, dude? Really? Oh my God, just disappear. Like, that's what you should have done. Never have made yourself relevant again. You got away with murder. You got away with murder, George Zimmerman. You got away with murder. There it is. You got away with it, go away. You've already done enough damage, like, just go away. But no, Jay-Z and Beyonce need some of your loving too. He says he's bringing hell with him. Tell Jay-Z he's a bitch and his wife's a broke whore. Beyonce's a broke whore? I'm like, George, what is in your savings account that your daddy didn't put in there for you? Then he says, if I see either of them in my life, they'll find themselves inside a 13-foot gator. Sweetheart, they would actually have to want to be in your presence for you to see them in your life. You'd actually have to go to one of their concerts, a show, or anything that they have in order for you to see them in your life, because there's no way in hell they would be making ways to see you in your life. Let's get that straight. He just needs to go away. He just needs to go away. Why are you still a person of relevance? You did nothing to contribute to society. I'm gonna get off of that. Let me get off of George. He's done enough damage. I had to share all that with you today. Random news. I had to pop a video in. Love it. I'll see y'all later. It's your boy Matty Rants. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.